Hello, Caitlin from the Compass team here. Today I'm going to be taking you through managing your ad hoc payments in the billing management module. So you might have people coming into the office to pay things off, you might have people that no longer need to pay things, and you may also have credit notes and things to be tracking. So we're going to be spending a lot of time in the dashboard tab here where there is so many things we can do. Straight away you can see there's lots of filters here which help us find what we're looking for specifically. Probably the most interesting ones here are the document type. Do we want to be looking up invoices, receipts, credit notes, whatnot? We can also search by student and debtor, as well as payment methods, billing schedules, to find exactly what we're looking for very easily. So I'm going to do an ad hoc payment first, and we can do that by clicking Add Document in the top left here, and I'm going to do a receipt. So in this scenario, Dana's parents have come into the office. They're wanting to pay off one of the invoices in cash. So I'm going to say payment has been done by the relevant debtor. So we've got one debtor here, which is Sally. And then we can also click Add Invoices. This will pick up all of the different invoices Sally has available to pay. You can see there's plenty in here, and they have paid off Dana's curriculum contributions. This is where you could find the relevant ones. You can add a few in here as well. I'm just going to say Sally's paying for Dana's curriculum contributions. That will come into here and pre-filter the entire amount, but we might say today Sally's only chosen to pay $100 off of that. This means it will reflect on the parent's account when they jump in to look at their billing and pay any contributions, and they'll see there's $150 left on Dana's curriculum contributions. We can give it a bit of a description and say in office payment, something like that. Then we say how they paid in cash potentially, and obviously when that was, the 4th. So I'll click OK. That receipt is going to show up down the bottom in all of our line items because that's kind of a running feed of everything we see going in and out of the school. That was created successfully, and there we go, in office payment by Sally for $100. Now we can use all those filters to find things we're looking for. So because we've only got that one receipt, I might go, hey Compass, show me receipt for Dana. So we can search in there as well, or we can pick from the checkbox. And we can also do the payment methods. So these are the ones that are paid through Compass. And then we've also got like the cash ones, depending on what you're using. So when I search for cash receipts for Dana, it's going to show me that one I just created. There we go. Now I'm going to do another example where one of our students no longer needs to pay for something. So I'm going to say maybe Phoebe here. I'm going to pick up Phoebe's invoices, payments, say show me everything about Phoebe, and we can see Phoebe here has got 2 invoices that are still outstanding. There's no receipts, there's still invoices. And I'm going to say Phoebe's left the school, she no longer needs to pay for these items, so I'm going to tick both the invoices. And then I'm going to pop up the top and click selected. There's a few different options in here depending on maybe the scenario of Phoebe. Has she fully left the school? Does she need a credit note, a partial credit note, a refund? You can imagine there's so many options in here. For Phoebe's one, I'm going to do a credit note, and that will pick up the 2 unpaid amounts. Again, I can change the amount if we only want $50 off and they still need to pay $50, whatnot. But I'm going to say Phoebe's no longer at the school. I don't need it. Phoebe has left in the description and maybe also in the reason here. Click save, and that will take Phoebe's amounts off. You can see they've got a credit of $350. And again, when that debtor goes in, there'll be nothing left to pay. If I did do a partial one there, they might have some left to pay, but they'll have a record of the fact that it was credited. I might just run through a couple of the other options here to show you what you can do. So with this selected button like I had up before, we can process refunds. Obviously, you'll need to pick a receipt for this and a receipt that has been paid through Compass Pay because we kind of need the money to be able to refund it, if that makes sense. We can also cancel them completely off. Maybe we made a mistake and we posted out the wrong billing schedule. We can cancel them completely, which gets rid of it. That's the reason I did the credit note before, because I still wanted that record of Phoebe's credit. We can also generate receipt PDFs. So again, we'd have to filter for a receipt, or a number of receipts, select them, and then we can generate that PDF to print them off for tax time or something. And the last one is email reminders for outstanding fees. So maybe you'd search up a specific billing schedule here, say I want everyone in the 2024 contributions who are still unpaid, maybe. Search for that. There we go, there's still a few people that haven't paid, obviously Sally, and I might select all of them with our little checkbox up here and say email reminder. There's a lot of other options here, potentially adding an ad hoc invoice. So maybe we don't want to make a whole billing schedule for something, but we want to charge something out to the parent. So I'm going to use an example here. Add a brand new invoice. Our debtor is going to be Sally again. Our student might be Harry. We can pick from an item template to make it nice and easy, or we can do something very specific. I'm just going to do curriculum contributions and say Harry has to pay an extra $100. You might do this for like uniform or a lost library book I see a lot of, and they chuck a $20 fee on the parent's account. Obviously put that in a billing run so it's related to a year, and you've got other options in here. Lost all his books, so he has to pay $100. Probably not the greatest example, but you can imagine all those ad hoc invoices and receipts you can pop through Compass. There we go. So now, if I change up the filters, I can click reset to go from scratch. And if I look for Harry's ones, he should have his normal fees, and then also the fact that he lost all his books. So that's a bit of ad hoc payment management. Obviously, you'd use all these filters. You can add those manual receipts, those manual invoices to keep everything consistent and ideally in the one place here. Hope that helped. Feel free to check out the other videos and we'll help you get started with billing. Thank you.